So I'm putting this out into the world. I'm worried that I'm the arsehole for doing this, but I'm going to bail on a job tomorrow. £320 for 2 hours of mate taking pictures of people. I'm not sure what I would actually be doing. Let me start from the beginning, and you can let me know if you think I'm uh, being unreasonable. A couple of weeks ago, my friend has an inquiry for a job. They say, "Are you free on Thursday, the 17th of October?" He says, "Yes, brilliant. Let's get it in the diary." They later change that date to the 18th, which is at this point is tomorrow. It's a photo shoot in Birmingham. We have very sparse info on it, but just that it's like taking pictures of people at a conference. So they changed the date on him. They're funny about it because he can't do the date that they've changed it to. He asks me if I can do it. I say, sure, send it over. I get an email from him just introing me with a couple of people from this company. They don't follow up with any other emails apart from a couple of days later, I get a Zoom or no, Microsoft Teams invite. I send a message after, in response to that saying, hey, like, going to be, I don't even know what I said, but basically like, hey, can't wait to speak to you on our call next week. Let me know if there's any, I can't remember if I said, but basically let me know if there's any details you have or whatever, and I'll see you then. So rolls around the day of the call. I've not had any emails from them or anything like that. No response to my previous emails. So I log on to the call and no one appears. And I give it like a couple of minutes, but at this point I'm like, they've not responded to me. They've probably got it sorted. Like these things happen. They've got it sorted elsewhere. I'm gonna bail on this now before I've wasted any more time sitting around. I go about my business. The next day I get this email that says, you didn't show up in yesterday's call. Are you coming on Friday, right? I've arranged everything based on the shooting. Let me know. A mobile number. So I call. She says she can't speak right now, so she calls me back in a little bit. On the call, she's talking as if I know exactly what I'm going to be doing there, and it's actually quite rude. So the standout thing is that she said, oh, you need like a white or a green backdrop, and I was like, well, that's two quite disparate things. Like to have an or. If she's like both, like we need someone white, we need someone green, then okay, makes sense. But she said a white or a green backdrop, and I was like, oh well, you tell me what you need, and I'll bring it. If I don't have it, I'll buy it. I'll make sure we've got what we need. She then says, in response to that, says, I'm not the photographer, you're the photographer, you tell me what you need. That's not how it works. And just generally, I got a bad vibe on the phone. So that's a couple of things added up there. But I said, right, I've not had any details. I'll send you what I know and you can confirm it. Is that okay? Because at this point, she'd not been very forthcoming with emails. I say, this is the time, I think. Then I have to go and find out where this conference is. I go on the conference website. I go and there's no address there. I Google around. I find the address, and I put that in there. Say, is this where it is? And I go on the website. So I find the website from their email addresses. I go and look on that, and there's pictures with a green backdrop, and I was like, okay, I'll pick a backdrop up, 40 quid, whatever they are. I'll go and grab one of them. So I grabbed one of them yesterday or the day before, so that I've got a background that'll match it. I also so I said, is this what we're trying to achieve? So I sent a screenshot of that. Is this what we're trying to achieve? I purchased a backdrop that matches it closely. Her response to that was to say I had the time wrong. So she's corrected me on what time I should be there. I said I'll be there at 9:15, so I've got time to set up. Photographing starts at 10 because that's what I thought I'd been told, and finishing at 12. She said 10:30 to 12:30, but okay to come early if you want this image plus more lifestyle one like I shared with your friend before. I don't want that image. You want that image. What do you mean? And maybe it's just maybe there's like a little bit of just grammar issues. He responded to that saying, I've had no information, by the way. I don't know what you mean by lifestyle. I thought this was like in a rented out conference room. Can you please send what you sent to him in? That was yesterday. Again, today I gave it till 4 o'clock. So just wanted to check. A bit worried about traveling down to you not having the right equipment with me. Could you please share images you shared with Christian? I'm not sure what you mean by lifestyle in this context. Because lifestyle means many different things to many different people. And it basically got to sort of 7:30, and I just said, I asked my partner what she thought of me not going, because this is feeling really sketchy. If you have this, and this is my reasoning behind this, if you've got this much difficulty in getting information out of a client before a shoot, the chances that you're going to have a massive issue getting money out of them, and it's high, and this makes me feel like a dickhead saying it, but £320 is not a lot of money for this kind of work. Bought stuff and I put effort into it already, so that partly makes me want to go and do it, but also I can return the stuff. If I do go, I've got to leave here with 3 hours-ish to spare. It's about a 2-hour drive to Birmingham, but it's at rush hour, so probably going to be, that's 3 hours, then the 2 and a bit hours to shoot, to set up and shoot, which I was all okay with if this was going to be like an above board job, but it just doesn't feel like it is. Basically, I've had I had an email an hour ago. It's 10 o'clock at this point, and I only saw. So this really pissed me off. I was getting ready for bed, and the preview of the email said "smut like that, not complicated," and I was like, I don't know what this is in reference to. I don't know, and I just was like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. Because having done this I've been doing this now for working in photography for like 12 plus years at this point, and you get to know the potential nightmare client. And when the emails around it are like this, I gave it my best shot up until 4 o'clock today, and I know that doesn't give someone a lot of time, but that's a reminder email. The other one was at 2 o'clock yesterday, and no response to that. The question I'm asking here is, am I the arsehole for not going to this? I'm going to let them know now, but tomorrow, really, I could do with putting together some stuff for 2 big jobs for people I've worked with before who I know are serious. This just feels amateur hour, which is weird because it's like maybe a big company, I'm not sure. It just gives off real bad energy. But yeah, the question is, am I the arsehole for cancelling on this last minute? I'm sure it's one of those, they'll find someone, or they'll take pictures on a phone and it'll do for them, and they'll probably never hire a photographer again. I don't know. They'll definitely never hire me again. There's a little small, like, the scrappy underdog, like, just take any job, get the money for it, part of my brain that's like, no, just go and do it. But what that part of my brain forgets is that actually it'd be much more beneficial to spend that 6 hours tomorrow on prep for these 2 potentially quite big jobs. But yeah, am I a twat for it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you. Laters.